knows about the grind. Yeah, bubble grind.
Now we have a guy that could probably get in there if you...
It's game day. The Edmonton Oilers hit the road once again. What's up, nasties? Happy Monday. CST afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk. It's Walking Gage, Hernan and Salas. Bronco Nick behind us here. Tommy Gazzola's here as well. He's going to get some lunch. As it's moving day. I did a little painting earlier today.
Yeah.
And the movers are pretty quick and swift.
Oh, were they?
Yeah. So tomorrow we'll be at the new shop. You haven't been there yet, eh?
No. I wanted Dusty to carry me across the threshold.
That'd be great. That would be fantastic. Hey, welcome to EST Afternoons here on this Monday. A fun show coming your way. Of course, we're going to recap Week 8 in the CFL when I talk about the catch. Of course,
oh my gosh,
we'll go back and talk some Elks as well. Tyrel Spitzer, he's the Vice President, Programming and Sports Properties at Silent Ice, will join us at 1:20. Need for Speed. Lots to get to in the race for what a weekend in racing. Just absolutely fantastic. Of course, that's always presented by RAD Torque Raceway. We'll have inside the numbers. Who dis? Number 4. And, of course, Faces of the Franchise will select another team. So fun show on tap. Hit us up on the Nasty Chat. Hit us up on the River Cree inbox, 780-218-9999. And like always, slam that thumbs up for us. I wanted to start with a Happy Gilmore recap, but you haven't watched it.
No, I was busy. I know. I was trying to lead a team to my first ever MAC-T Invitational Championship, and we lost 5-4 in the finals.
No way.
To Kelly Buckberger, who we'll get to. But what a jerk, Kelly! He's three-peated. So he's won this thing 3 times in a row. And it was great because, there was specific awards. I don't know if you saw the Joaquin Gage trophy for best goaltender, which my goaltender won. Sebastian Wolf, I believe, as best goalie of the tournament, which was awesome.
Nice.
But they got a replica Stanley Cup. So it's pretty big or whatever. It's not but it's like 15 pounds. Yeah. These are 9-year-olds. So they could barely lift this thing at the end over their head because it was so heavy. But it was great. It was a lot of fun. These kids are just, the only thing that can ruin it for them really is the parents at this point. And because and
some do, right?
Oh yeah. There was some that they were trying to.
Yeah.
But it was they wear their hearts on their sleeve. Like they come off, they get scored on. Some of them will be crying, but then they score, and it's the greatest thing in the world, right? So
absolutely.
It was. I love it. It's the year 4, I think, and it's been getting better too each year because Sean McTavish, Craig McTavish's son, and I were talking about it. He kind of runs it and organizes everything. And the first year, there were some kids, they had like 28 goals. Stuff, and it's gotten to the point where it's a lot more even. Now you don't see the huge discrepancies, and I mean there's certain kids that are little phenoms, and you'll probably see maybe 2 or 3 players from that tournament on the brick team.
Sign them up.
Yeah, so it's they're great. It was fun.
That's good. You were busy, so you couldn't watch Happy. Were you a fan of the first one?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Who wasn't?
I won't ruin too much of it. Cameos were great. I thought Shooter McGavin was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Bad Bunny, I thought he was great as the caddy. I thought he did a really good job.
Oh, he was the caddy?
Yeah. And his cousin is pretty funny too.
Okay.
I'll just say this. I didn't like the last 20, 25 minutes. It was fun. It's a fun movie.
Okay.
Like you go into it with that. Like it's not an Oscar nomination.
Well, neither was the first one.
No. But at the end, it got a little ridiculous for me. But I'll leave it at that. What were your thoughts on Happy Gilmore 2? Of course, I watched it Friday night. And like I said, there's some good laughs and stuff. A lot of nostalgic moments as well. But we'll recap it once you watch it.
Okay.
And then you can let me know how that went. Joaquin, let's start, I guess, CFL. I mean, the Edmonton Elks, a better game.
Yeah. It's funny because when you look at our chat stream talking about it, and then I think you said cue the comeback. And I was like, you got to be crazy. But then
they almost did it.
They almost did it. But did you listen to Jay much on the post game show?
I couldn't, no, because we went right into Happy Gilmore.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I had him on for a bit. And I was like, geez, it was he ranted for a while on the play of the Elks. Just to sum it up, essentially just not good enough. Like it was just they couldn't protect the quarterback. I mean,
can't run the ball.
The first thing because I stopped watching, and then I looked back at it and I go, oh my gosh, they're getting back in this. Was this garbage time?
No.
It was warranted because I watched the last probably 3 minutes, and then the offensive line just couldn't protect Fajardo, and he just kept getting sacked the rest of the game.
It's such a fascinating game to me because, like, I'll say this: Cody Fajardo's a gamer, man. Like, that guy goes out there, takes hit. In his post game, he said it wasn't on the O-line. His O-line was great. It was on him. Like, that's the kind of guy he is.
Okay.
He's a gamer. But I must say, Joaquin, the Elks had 4 points going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fajardo threw for 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. They did really well. He got a lot of yards in that quarter, taking nothing away from his performance because, like you said, the O-line struggled mightily.
Yeah.
But there's so many interesting things. I'll start with the good. I mean, Fajardo, 346 yards, 2 touchdowns. Stephen Dunbar becoming the go-to guy. He had an excellent catch. He also had a touchdown. When you look at the defense, their best game, they gave up 21 points to a very good offense. Like they shut him out in the fourth quarter when they were trying to make a game of it, right? I thought Brinkman's best game of the season on the D-line, and I thought the rookies responded well. Logan Jr. and Ross played extremely well. Shaylin Garnes at the Sam linebacker, that guy's a baller, man. He's going to be an excellent player in this league. But then we look at it, and you can't play one good quarter of football.
Yeah.
You can't. You're not going to win like that. They were able to find some touchdowns, but Joaquin, the bad. I think the play calling offensively. Again, Justin Rankin and Javon Lee combined for 5 attempts.
Yeah.
That's 10 in their last 2 games, people. 10 rushing attempts. And this game was close. It was. For large parts of it, you can't just go away from the run game. It's costing your team when everybody knows you're just going to throw the damn ball. Okay? O-line, I don't know what happened, Joaquin. I couldn't believe we were talking before, and they were like this. Yeah. Like I was.
It was like their controllers got just disconnected.
They just
froze, and they're back and blinders. They could only see straight in front of them. They couldn't see the left or the right because it was a free for all. Like I was scared to death for Fajardo there.
Well, then all you need is a field goal to send it to overtime.
I know,
and you can't even protect them. Back-to-back sacks.
There was a lot of time there to try to get into field goal range. And man, that was tough. That was tough to watch. But I thought, okay, well, is it garbage time? Did they come back? But I was just listening to Jay talk about it, and, though his views on it, and I was kind of like, 4 points, and it's the game started off okay. To me, they were going. The defenses were playing well on both sides as well. But you got to find a way at this point of the season. You still haven't found a game where the Elks. I mean, I guess the Ottawa game. You look back and there was domination in that game.
Mm-hmm.
But when is that going to happen against the teams that matter? Like
the good ones.
At least a quarter of them dominating, not a quarter where they're down by 24 points and the other team is coasting. Like do that and get the lead and have your have your defense become critical, at stopping and get the offense back out there and hopefully put the game away. I just don't see this team challenging for a playoff spot now.
It's getting late real early. Is that the same?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're right. Like Big Uke says, Fajardo had the most rush yards with 7. That can't happen. That's like, and most of those weren't even design plays. It's because he's running for his life, right? So the 7 yards of that Georgia satellite, as currently configured, the Elks O-line is not a CFL line. They just are. But to me, they're like Beard's legit center. Yep. Cordy's back to his natural position. Boyko was here last year. Ivy was here last year. Like, I don't get it. Why the struggle's so bad. Kelvin says, nice of him to say that, but the O-line stinks. So that's Cody Fajardo. Like,
that's a leader team guy saying that. It's like, geez, he cannot say that looking at the tape later.
Yeah.
Maybe that's right after the game. I don't know. Maybe he thought I got to get rid of the ball quicker. But
it was tough. 11 penalties for 133 yards. A couple of bad ones. It's 3rd and 2 in the red zone for Saskatchewan. They stay on the field, Gage, just because they want to see if they can get them offside. What happens? They get them offside, leads to 7 points.
Yeah.
Can't have that happen. Too many on the special teams as well. Like, come on, guys, 5 yards. You should know that by now. We're into week 8. 2 PI calls. I mean, they are what they are. I mean, they're PI. So they got to clean up the penalties. I didn't like the challenge. At the end, it didn't really matter. But the first 2 replays to me showed it that the Elks player didn't touch it going out of bounds. So I thought it was a waste. Some bad news though. More bad news, I guess. Zach Mathis hurt early, did not return. It looked like because he fell and he like slammed his head. It looked like that's what it was. Broderick saw him in a sling in the second half. Michael Broderick, who's a good special teamers. And then our boy, Nick Anderson. He made a tackle. He got up limping, and then I didn't see him again. It was all DeBlanco after that.
I think his leg got caught underneath him.
Yeah.
And great tackle on Ouellette. Like that, he was going to get the first down there. You saw Ouellette going, God, he was angry afterwards, right? Unbelievable tackle. But as he gets up and starts trying to get off the field and limping, I'm like, oh, no, hopefully this is...
That's a huge loss,
That's something that you just don't recover from, I think, with a player of his caliber, of what he brings every single game.
Yeah.
That's really unfortunate for a team that's struggling.
Well, that's your leading tackler, man.
It's your best defensive player.
Best defensive player. So we'll see the status tomorrow as they'll hit the field for day 1, and we'll see if he's out there. He did tweet out, God is something like that. So he might be sending a message that he's fine. Maybe it wasn't as bad as he thought. So, like I said, we'll find out tomorrow at practice when they send out their injury report on day 1. I'll say this because people in the Nasty chat are asking, I think Fajardo's earned another start.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough because I just look at the O-line play and I'm like, does it
matter who's back there?
You know?
I mean, Trey's probably more elusive.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So maybe that helps. But again, he's running for his life all game too. I didn't have a problem with Fajardo's game, right?
I didn't either. That's why, and now you're getting a Hamilton team that just won their 5th in a row. Like that's the best.
Is just
unreal.
Yeah,
it's the best offense in the league.
So
we'll I don't know. I think it's going to be Fajardo, and I think it should be. What say you? Let us know, of course, on the Nasty Chat. Slam that thumbs up, and the afternoon inbox, like always, is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. You want to check out some shows for the month of August. Bay City Rollers roll in on August 7th, or you can check out Jake Owen on August 15th. All you have to do is go to rivercreeresort.com or hit up the River Cree box office. All right, on the other side of the break, we will talk some hockey with Tyrell Spitzer. He's the VP down there at Silent Ice for programming and sports property. And someone's telling us on the inbox it's his birthday.
It is his birthday.
Okay.
That's right.
So we'll see what the birthday boy is up to.
Yeah.
That's all coming up here on EST Afternoons. Here's Coop. We're back after the break.
According to ESPN's Adam Schefter, Cortland Sutton and the Broncos have reached a 4-year extension worth a total of $92 million. While in Tampa, the Buccaneers are reworking Baker Mayfield's contract, giving him $30 million guaranteed for 2026. That year previously had no guaranteed amount on the current deal. For the Jays, they open up a 4-game series with the Orioles just after 4:30. Blue Jays taking 3 of 4 games against the Tigers in their most recent set. Toronto now leading the AL East 5.5 games over the second place Yankees. Chris Bassett on the hill for Toronto. Elsewhere, New York battles Tampa. The Dodgers meet the Reds while the Braves and Royals go toe-to-toe. From Brooks, it's Energy City playing the first of 2 games with the Bombers. First pitch for the Cactus Rats goes at 5:05. On the court, there's 2 WNBA games. Storm tipping off with the Sun before Dallas hosts New York. This sports update is brought to you by the Edmonton Elks. Catch some Double E action this season with tickets starting at just $20. Their next home game is Saturday, August 2nd at 1 o'clock. Get your tickets now at GoElks.com. We chat some hockey once we get back from break. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Justin Dunk of 3 Down Nation.
There are definitely Fajardo jerseys in the stands consistently that I've seen at Mosaic Stadium throughout the last couple of years, but I do think that the fans are going to boo him just because he's on the opposing team. And Corey May said, hey, it's Christmas in July. That's a theme for this game for the Riders, but he wants a bunch of Grinches to show up to make it hard for the Elks to get away.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric, presented by South Ford Chevrolet. Weekday mornings 6 to 9, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Tonight on Will It Store, 1 man, 6 bikes, and all the winter decorations still boxed up in the garage. Don't be that guy. Make space for summer with Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca.
The Canadian Brewhouse is turning up the flavor this summer with our new summer feature menu. Try our jerk chicken skewers, Cajun shrimp tostadas, and street corn salsa. Bold bites made for patio season. Get them while it's hot. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Summer in Edmonton means 3 things: warm weather, long nights, and plenty of sports. From the lake to the links, you can boost your summer fun with hundreds of casino games, live betting on your favorite sports teams, and access to popular lotteries. All in one app, anywhere in the province. Download the Play Alberta app today and deposit $20 or more with promo code YAG50 to claim a $50 free bet. That's promo code YAG50 for a $50 free bet on us. Redeemable once per Play Alberta account. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
We're back here on EST Afternoons. It's Joaquin Gage, Hernan Salas here with you. Tom Gazzola's hanging out. We just, Bronco Nick came for lunch. Now Andrea's here having some lunch as well. So we roll along on this Monday. It's supposed to be a really nice week weather-wise.
Is it?
Hernan weather. Plus 30, my friend.
When?
I think tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah. So finally.
There'll be a lot of mosquitoes.
Yes, there will be.
It was soaked every time I came out of the mall. It was like the ground was wet.
Yeah, it was a weird weekend, man. Very weird. So I ran on Saturday. No hip problems. I did take some Advil, and I ran in my new shoes.
Yeah.
So far, so good. The Hokas, yeah.
Okay.
So just
don't smoke the hookah when you're wearing the hookah.
We're just ahead of Tyrell Spitzer. Our guy, Koo, back at the station, will send us a message letting us know when he's ready to go. As this weekend was the MAC-T Invitation. We'll get his thoughts on that and on what they got coming up this season. And sounds like it's the birthday boy today.
Yeah.
So
let's hope he's available.
Yeah, for
He's
sure.
at the embryo stages of a bender right now.
It is his birthday. So
that sucks having a birthday on a Monday, though.
Oh, I know.
Ooh, that's really bad.
Well, Can you like say you wanted to have people over? Do you always do it before your birthday or after? Say your birthday's on a Monday.
If it's on a Monday, we'll probably do it the day before on a Sunday or something, or even on the weekend. Usually with family, right? Mondays are tough, but it's summertime too, so maybe you catch a lot of people on vacation. I don't know.
We're getting no answer from Tyrell, so we'll keep rolling along here. As you said, it is his birthday, so maybe. Did you see the catch yesterday in the BC Lions game?
Oh my God!
Robert Carter Jr., probably the catch of the year in any league. Any league. If you haven't watched it, just put his name into Twitter or on your Google bar. Like, absolutely fantastic. Like, Rod Smith did a great job calling it. I think if our boy Dusty, he probably would have passed.
Yeah. But what a grab. Like, that was like the, the Ronaldo, the header, where he jumps in the air and it seems like he keeps going up and up and up. That's what it looked like. And to bring that down, backhand, like
one-handed
and keep it under control. Like, I'm thinking that must have touched the ground at some point. Just amazing. Probably, I haven't seen a better interception than that in years.
I think that's the best interception I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it might be. Like, name a better one.
Yeah,
to take away the for sure touchdown. That's like in the basket. Right?
What a play!
It was crazy.
Now in that game, BC struggling, stuck at 3 wins. That defense is no bueno. Winnipeg.
Ooh.
Zach Collaros he came out for after half, but he wasn't in his gear, it's not going good. There's a lot more panic in Winnipeg. We will have a Winnipeg guest on tomorrow because I want to get a vibe there because last year they started slow too.
Yeah, and then they just mopped the floor.
But this year it's different. They're 3-3 and everybody's freaking out. Like, it's bad. I tuned into our boy Darren Bauming's post-game show and they're at a loss of word. They're like, it's different. Like, this team doesn't have it.
Is it the age of everyone because it's more of a mature team, or
maybe they're
worried that they can pull this out, or
but like the downswing was gonna come eventually, right?
Sure.
Is it now? I don't know. It's very interesting what's happening. The Elks, look at Hamilton. So they're in BC last night. They got to fly across the country at home, then they got to come back to Edmonton. They should have stayed out west. Easier said than done. It's not my money, but
guess.
Because that's 5 extra days in a hotel, 5 extra days of per diems.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of food.
That's a lot of money, man. So that's going to be a tough go around. That's why, listen, and people are going to mock me, but because I'm overly optimistic on the Elks, I think they have a good advantage. I mean, they're bound to drop one here.
Advantage just because of the travel like that.
It's hard, man. It's a lot. I never played and I was tired. What else traveling with the Elks, man? Because we went last year before I came to EST. We went to Montreal, came back, and then went to Hamilton like 3 days later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like
I can see,
or vice versa. Well, that was the thing there. So yeah, I don't know. It's going to be an interesting week. That game's an early one. Okay, we do have our guest. He has joined us. As we're happy to welcome in from Silent Ice, VP Programming Sports Property, Tyrell Spitzer. Tyrell, how you doing today?
Good. How are you guys doing?
We're doing excellent here. It's Joaquin Gage. It's Hernan Salas. Hey, one of your buddies texted in from kindergarten, said it was your birthday today. Is he correct?
Yeah. Yeah, it is my birthday today. Yeah, and I'm feeling extra special. And Gage got to see that front row yesterday. I actually got a call from my coaching staff this morning, just asking how I was feeling and if I was still popping bottles of champagne. But we're right back at it.
Hey, Tyrell, this past weekend, of course, Gage was involved in the MACT Invitational. Just tell us about the event as a whole.
It's an incredible event. Like,
oh, did we lose him?
Might have lost him.
We just lost him.
Yeah, we were. Okay.
We'll try to get him back there. And
we were just talking about it like last night after and stuff. And I'll get him on here to talk about. But Kelly him and Kelly Buckberger obviously coaching the Bruins, who beat the Blues 5-4 in the finals. Kelly I was sitting across from Bucky, and Kelly, the screensaver on his phone was his grandchild. He's got some grandkids or whatever.
Okay.
He changed the screensaver of his phone to him winning the trophy, a picture of him with the team,
okay.
and then slides it in front of me, so I have to keep looking at it.
Yeah.
And then I said, I asked him a question or something, and he goes, guys, we got to hurry this up. I got to go get my tattoo, referencing that he's going to go get his championship tattoo from winning this kid's tournament. Oh, he was such a prick. Just rubbing it in.
Just rubbing it in. Oh, that's too funny. So we'll get Tyrell here back hopefully soon. I know we're having some issues with that phone back at the studios. But, yeah, I want to see how the weekend went and on his birthday nonetheless. So maybe he just keeps her going, right?
Probably.
Yeah, why not?
Like Bucky said, we might not see him for 2 weeks here. So he's taking the Stanley Cup to Barbados, I think.
Oh, boy. How about that?
Oh, God. It's just awful. But, these kids are just, I don't know what you call it. Like, they're just so pure.
Yeah.
There's so much. The fun thing about it is the first day, because they're all, there's a practice. We kind of evaluate everyone, and we try to make the teams as close as possible, right?
Yeah.
There's levels of guys. Like I had this kid Riley on my team who was destined for the brick tournament. This guy was a little stud. Another, what was his name? Maxis. He's my big defenseman. Could really shoot the puck for a 9-year-old. So he was really great. But you get these kids in a room, and they're all pretty quiet, right? Because they don't. Maybe one or two know each other, if that. But then by the end of the first game, you would have thought they're all brothers, right? Because they don't shut up. They're just constantly talking.
That's awesome.
Oh, it's hilarious, man. It's just hilarious.
We do have Tyrell back. Tyrell, you there?
Yeah. Gage, was that you? You pulled the cord on me or what?
Yeah. I just thought you were going to start talking about your win there.
Yeah. So and I heard Gage talking about kind of the process and whatnot, and it is a lot of fun. So these kids are scrambled up, and yes, it's very true. They're like brothers. They got eye black on by like game 2, game 3, and they got their set cheers, and they're screaming for each other before they step on the ice. And I mean, they're cheering for a solid play, a big goal, a block shot, and hugging each other on the bench. And then, I got an opportunity to coach with Buckberger, which, man, does he get those kids fired up. Like he's in there fist pumping and screaming, and I can't hear you. And, he's celebrating just as much as the kids on a, block shot or, a good stick battle or a big goal. There was a lot of cheering, a lot of fun, a lot of hugs, and maybe a few more for us than the other groups. But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun.
So Bucky was yelling at the refs a little bit yesterday. I think the refs started getting influenced a little bit by the intimidation factor of Bucky. Is that true, Tyrell? Was that part of your game plan to defeat the Blues yesterday?
Nope, no idea what you're talking about. I would probably say, the first couple games, and I think he wanted a certain style of play, right? And I think we had 9 penalties to 1 the first game, and then we kind of started to bat down the hatches. But I think Bucky wanted to make sure that they were, working hard and aggressive on the puck, and that comes with some bumps and bruises. I do know that he was trying to rally to the referees, kind of along the tournament, saying, hey, you know what, these guys are kind of running into each other, and we don't need to call that type of stuff, and trying to get the guys to put their whistles away because he knew we're a bit more sandpaper than the other groups. But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, and we were, what, I would say everyone was giving it to the refs a little bit. There was a couple oohs and ahs every time someone would fall and a stick looked like it got into someone's legs, and everyone's looking for an edge. I'm telling you, by Sunday, everyone's trying to win. Like it's fun. We come together. We're all there for a fun time. But I took a step back and I'm watching both groups, both benches and both coaches, and it was everything we could do to win.
It's funny because sometimes you try as best you can to get everyone involved, but there are certain moments where you might try to shorten your bench a little bit, like starts of periods and things like that. But just the smiles and everything afterwards are great. Even the parents coming up to you afterwards, and just I think in a lot of cases they have just as much fun as the kids. I know you probably know a lot of them, Tyrell, being involved in hockey and stuff. And tell us a little bit about what their feedback is from this, and how, to follow up on that, like we were talking last night, how many do you realistically think have a legitimate shot at being part of the Brick Tournament next year?
Oh, well, yeah, I'll start with the parents. The parents, and I do happen to know a lot of them, and they were spread out amongst all the teams. And, even the team that didn't even make it to the semis, I mean, their parents were raving about it. And, I mean, what wouldn't you like about it? I mean, your kid is on the bench with yourself and McTavish and Buchberger and Brown and Huddy and all these guys are, just they're so good with the kids and the way they talk to them and the way they explain the game, and it's incredible. And then a lot of the parents would have grown up cheering for these guys, and they're looking at it, and my dad came out to watch the game because he was a Craig McTavish fan and a Buchberger fan, and he gets to see these guys, and his kids on the bench, coaching and whatnot. So I just think that the parents are into it, the kids are into it. It's just an incredible experience, and the games. I mean, the games anybody could win. Somebody falls down and there's mistakes all over the place. Somebody falls down and the guy gets a breakaway and could score, or a goalie makes a big stop, or, there's a passing play back door and, maybe they whiff on it. And it's just, there's so many mistakes, and that's what kind of makes it so much fun. And anybody can score at any given minute due to, a mistake being made. I think that's great. And second part of the question, Gage, sorry, what was the second part?
Oh, just how many kids do you think will be part of the Brick, possibly?
Yeah,
going forward?
Well, I'll tell you what. I've been a part of this for a few years, and we've seen some of those top players go through, like the Whelans and the Meuniers, and there's always a couple of guys. Like, I got to think. Jonesy on our group, I mean, he's got to be a contender for a spot, I would think. Your goalie there, Wolfie, like, he was outstanding. And there was a number, what was number 7 on your team's name?
Riley was his name. I'm not actually, I got something here. I have his last name here. This kid was just a little stud, and he was just such a good teammate, like looked for players to pass to. Riley Bresnahan, like this, he was just a little dynamo out there. Just a pleasure to coach too, right? Like, it's always nice to see kids that try to pass the puck and get other people involved too, right? So that's always awesome.
Well, I got to think he's in the mix. He's a bit of a bulldog. Like I would say, looking at it overall, and looking at the Brick team over the last number of years, I got to think there's about 3 or 4 kids that would, they definitely going to be in the mix. Maybe even up to 5. It was, it's just been a bit of a precursor for a few of those kids, that, from what I've seen, anyways.
Tyrell, I know it was a while ago, and I'm going to give you a chance to clear the air here because our colleague and someone you work with also closely, Sean Bell, was telling a golf story and didn't allow you any sort of rebuttal or something to come back with, and it was just his side of the story. So you told it yesterday, and I almost fell out of my chair. So can you Can you just tell what actually happened on the golf course with Sean Bell?
Yeah, it was actually a year ago today. It was on my birthday, and we were in Kelowna at Tower Ranch. And have you golfed Tower Ranch?
No, I don't. No.
Yeah, take a box of balls with you, because it's a difficult course. If you're not hitting fairways, which we rarely do, I mean, you're in tall grass, you're off the side of the mountain, whatever. And so that was around. It was going to be. You could tell by hole 2. And anyways, we're on the back 9, and I think it was hole, let's call it 10, 11, and it was like it's a dog leg left. And so you can go hit a safe shot straight, which, I mean, at this point, why even do that? Or you can go for it and try and go over the valley, and there's a bit of a patch of fairway right before the green. Well, I mean, I'm like in my scramble groups, I'm the guy who's got to bomb the drive. I mean, that's just, this is what I do. So I was teeing up, and I'm going, okay, well, we're going to try and cut this over, and everyone in the round was going to do it. And I bombed this thing. Like, I'm talking an absolute, like, it would have went over this skinny part of the fairway, but then there's a little ledge that goes up, and then anything would roll back down. And you could tell where it was headed, where it was aiming. Like, this thing is just, it's money. And then Belzy goes up and does his little banana hook, whatever, into the gully. So we pull up, and he's going, oh, geez, this might be my ball. I'm like, what are you talking about, Belzy? I'm like, this is my ball. And before I get there, because I'm using Titleist velocities that, I'm not using the Pro V1s. And so I know what ball I've been using for, around it. Don't get me wrong. The number on them exactly, I'm probably going through them because they're all over the friggin' course. But it's a Titleist velocity, whether it's 01, 02, 03, whatever. And he goes, I'm like, well, it's a Titleist velocity. Well, what number? I said, I think I'm on 002 and or 2. And he's like, oh, well, it's a 3. I said, okay, well, and he's been using like boxes or whatever you can get at all these tournaments he golfs as a celebrity. Yeah, whatever. Right? Like, it's a Callaway ball this hole, it's a Top Flight this hole, whatever, until he loses it. Yeah. And so he's trying to say, well, no, it's my ball. And I mean, there's witnesses there, his father-in-law and a buddy of mine from Spokane, and the collective says, yeah, no, that's Spitz's ball. But he went on here and tried to sewer me, and I'm listening to it. I'm getting people saying, hey man, like, this is what, and I have no way to defend myself or explain the story. And if we need to, we can get his father-in-law on the radio too to kind of talk through it. I couldn't believe it. So I appreciate you, Gage, for letting me take the time to explain it. But, and anybody golf with Belzy, no one's listening to this saying, oh yeah, Belzy would have striped one right down the pipe. Like, he lines up facing a 45, and then he's hoping it curls back around to the middle of the fairway. You know that.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's great. Spitzy, thanks for joining us today. Tell us, where can people find you? What you're up to this upcoming year, and what you got coming down the pipe down at Silent Ice.
Yeah, I mean, we have, obviously we're just wrapping up scheduling mode. The Hockey Super League continues to grow, and I mean, geez, it's, you can see, those kids and the work they're putting in. Like, I see a few of their stickers on the helmets, even that MAC-T Classic. Yeah. They're good players, and they're good people, and they're good families, and we're happy to have them. But that's continuing to expand. We're now into Saskatchewan, in 3 spots into Saskatchewan, and obviously have a really good relationship with BC and Washington there. And the Female Super League, which is an all-female, once you get into the U13, U15 age categories, it's going into year 2. The funny thing about that, Gager, is there's, that we have that competitive contact, right? So these girls, these, top level girls, a lot of them, they feel the need to go play boys. However, they're not quite against their peer group. And when you have a 14-year-old boy run into a 14-year-old girl, sometimes it always doesn't work out, even if it's unintentional, right? So by still being able to play that way with your peer group, we saw it had a lot of success year one, and that league is just over doubled for year two. So a lot of growth on the female side. And then the JPHL obviously has expanded into a few new areas, a few new regions that wasn't in before. So those are starting to become, some bigger divisions with a lot of competition, and then everything else that we're doing in terms of Challenge Cup tournaments and Pacific Dual tournaments, and it's hockey. We're hoping to get a few non-hockey related events in the facility there, but details on that would probably come out in a little bit.
Tyrell, this has been a great have some waters today, my friend, and thank you for taking the time to join us today.
Oh, Tyrell, did you get my gift?
No, I haven't yet.
I think he's gone.
What is it?
Oh, no, it's nothing. I'm not getting you anything. You won yesterday. I just wanted to keep your hopes up.
Oh, yeah, then I did get it. Yeah. And don't forget to call Lucky back. He wants to talk to you when you get a chance.
Yeah. I still get the text. So yeah, I've got him blocked.
That's awesome.
Tyrell, thank you for your time today, buddy. All right, that's Tyrell Spitzer, VP Programming and Sports Properties at Silent Ice. We got to get to a break here. Of course, Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. Why limit your choices when you can have it all? Play Alberta is your go-to app for casino games, sports betting, and lottery all in one place. With easy access to real money games, you can enjoy everything Alberta has to offer right at your fingertips. Download Play Alberta now and start playing today. Up next, Need for Speed. Going to recap an awesome weekend in the race world. That's all coming up here on EST Afternoons. Send us a text to the River Cree inbox, 780-218-9999. The nasty chat, and slam that thumbs up. We're back after the break.
Multiple sources are reporting that the Broncos and Courtland Sutton have reached a 4-year deal worth $92 million. Sutton playing his entire career in Denver, being good for 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns last season. For the Bucs, Baker Mayfield's contract has been reworked, having him now make a guaranteed amount of $30 million in 2026. He had no guaranteed amount on his deal beforehand. MLB action. Toronto and Baltimore match up for the first of 4 total games. Jays holding first in the AL East at up 5.5 games over the second place Yankees, taking 3 of 4 games against the Tigers in their most recent set. And the Tigers are in action. They face the D-backs. Phillies take on the White Sox, while the Rangers and Angels have a date. And back in Alberta, Cactus Rats hit the road for 2 games against the Bombers out in Brooks. First pitch for that one goes just after 5. In the WNBA, there's 2 games. Connecticut playing host to Seattle before the Liberty and Wings tip off. This sports update is brought to you by the Capital Care Foundation. Financial support deeply affects residents at Capital Care, whether it's a one-time donation or monthly contribution. Every penny counts. Find out how you can donate at capitalcarefoundation.net. More with Hernan, Salas, Joaquin, Gage after the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
EST Hangout.
You'll open up a playbook for Cody Fajardo because you don't think Trey can do it. But you didn't run an offense with Trey that suits his style, because Trey is a mobile quarterback. I will go back on its solid head coach, but he's been one of the better offensive coordinators we've seen in the Canadian Football League in a while. It's Paul Lapalese. And he was on SportsCenter after the Elks lost to the Lions, and he says, why aren't we seeing a rolled out designed run for Trey Ford this season?
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Don't miss award-winning platinum country artist Jake Owen at the River Cree Resort and Casino, August 15th. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
All right, welcome back to the EST Afternoons. I was talking with the mics muted there.
That's
EST Afternoons.
I heard you.
Okay, that's fine. We got Reed and Jay and Tommy here having some lunch. Andrea's here as well. Bronco Nick was here earlier. So it's been a fun Monday. The weather's supposed to get a lot better. So looking forward to that, Joaquin. A great chat with Spitzer, you guys call him? Tyrell Spitzer, VP
Spitzy.
Programming and Sports Property down at the good old Silent Ice, where my good buddy Dino works. He calls games. I used to be his producer, so shout out to Dean Millard. I know Coob does some work there too as well, calling some games. So it's all good. But let's get to the Need for Speed segment, brought to you by, of course, RAD Torque Raceway here. Just give me a sec because we're going to recap what we saw. Alberta's biggest sprint car race, the Extreme Cup, is back as the Alberta Extreme Sprints unleash their power August 1st and 2nd at RAD Torque Raceway. Tickets and info at radraceway.com. Joaquin, let's start with F1. Oscar Piastri again. No surprise. He didn't get pole, but he does pick up the win. Max picks up the win in sprint. What you make of the overall weekend? I mean, McLaren's dominating now. Looks like Ferrari is getting a lot better. George Russell, a top 5 finish as well. Driver of the day went to Lewis Hamilton. He went up a lot of spots. But overall, what did you make of the Belgian Grand Prix?
That track is awesome, I think.
A little bit of rain too. Yeah.
And it's fast. It's I think it's a fun place. Like, even that would be probably one of the places in my top, I don't know, probably top 3 to actually go to a while.
Okay.
Race. That looks. I like sprint qualifying. They mentioned something about doing, at least in the sprint qualifying, is just having not too much, just having everyone go out and do their one lap. That's it, right, for Q3 or in the third portion of it, right? So you just go out, you do your lap, and they how they do it, because there's track evolution, is they take the results from the previous qualifying and then just reverse it. So first goes last, right? And so that sounded a little bit interesting, but a great move by Max in the sprint to overtake, to win the sprint race. Max was just perfect in his defense of Oscar there, where his car placement, it was just perfect, right? And over that, I think that amount of time with that Red Bull car, you can hold people off, right? So, and then you get to the race, and it's just Piastri showing why he's one of the best drivers out there too, and he's got great equipment.
6th win.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's crazy, man. This guy, and he's just, it's weird because you see him when he wins, and it's like, geez, does someone kill his dog or something? I'm just like, what's...
Well, even on the radio call. Like, he won. Oh, great.
Yeah, oh, great. That's awesome. Like, gosh, what is going to make this guy happy? Like, if he, which I do think he's going to win the championship this year. He's a different animal than Lando. I think Lando's worst enemy is Lando.
Yeah.
And I find he gets down on himself a little bit too much. You can see that come across in his interviews. At first, I think, he's just saying this. But I there's a part of me that actually thinks he believes some of that stuff, and that's holding him back, because his partner is slowly becoming the number 1 driver at McLaren. And I think after this break, most. I mean, they're 1-2. So, and they're in a unique kind of situation where when they talk about, especially in the sprint, Lando was getting information about Oscar's car.
Yeah.
Right. They're saying Oscar's at 30% battery level or stuff like that. So they're even with that extra information they can get from the car, Oscar is still performing much better than Lando. So,
and their team principal says that he's going to let them battle it out. Just don't crash into each other.
Yeah.
Those are the only rules.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I think that's good.
So, and just some other notes. I mean, Kimi, pretty emotional. The young man is fighting it a bit, which is, I mean, it's normal. He just turned 18 and he's driving for Mercedes. He hasn't had the results in a lot of races now. But that's where, what's Toto?
He said he's good with both, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, you got to be patient with.
Of course.
Kimi.
Yeah.
And he's too much of a talent to not have back. If you had the choice, say, and I know I think, and we talked about with Tim, can't really see Max leaving next year.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be. I think he's going to stay at Red Bull for at least one more season here. If the rumors were true on an alternate timeline, Max is going to Mercedes. Who do you keep?
I mean, it's just because that potential of Kimi's still untapped, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, like it's
like he could be Max in a few years.
He could, yeah. So I don't know, man. I mean, you're seeing Bortoleto, Liam Lawson getting results now, so which is really good to see. Yuki a little bit better. I was listening to Tim Haraini's podcast coming in. I still got to finish it. He's talking about how components of Max's car they were able to put into Yuki's car this weekend, and they said that's why his qualifying was even more impressive because he couldn't practice with it.
Oh,
right. They had the couple hours to put these parts in, and they did, and then Yuki went out and qualified.
I wonder if Yuki's driving style, which I don't have a great grasp on, anyways.
Yeah.
If it's closer to what Max's is, and maybe that's because that's what they always talked about was Sergio's driving style wasn't as same as Max's. Neither was Ricardo way back in the day. Obviously not with Liam Lawson. Alex Albon talks about it in an interview, how Max likes the car compared to how other guys drive and just doesn't fit their driving style. So maybe this is a glimpse of Yuki kind of getting things figured out, which would be great.
You need two drivers.
Yeah.
Old Gill says Max out clause deadline has passed. 2027 would be the next chance, I guess. So they're
that lines up perfectly.
Yeah.
Right.
So now they go to Hungary this weekend, and then it's the summer break. They'll be off for the most of the month of August.
Yeah, the end of August. I think.
So your top five were Piastri, Norris, Leclerc, Verstappen, George Russell. I had them all because I used my wild card.
Nice.
I still didn't get I got a lot of points, but not as much as our buddy Barry when he used his. But slowly creeping up the standing, so just got to keep going at it. Not a bad day. I mean, Ocon disappointed at 15th. Aston Martin again, Alpine, Franco Colapinto. I can't imagine him sticking around too much longer in that seat. Joaquin. So one more race until we get a nice summer break. I was telling you, IndyCar was fantastic, but Alex Palou is just on another level. He wins it again. His 8th win of the season. He's 2 away from tying the record. There's 3 races left. It's just unreal. Like I was telling you, like halfway through that season, that race yesterday, they weren't even showing Palou.
Yeah.
That's how far ahead he was.
Yeah.
Like it's unreal.
It's like Max.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago.
All they're showing is the battle for second was amazing.
Okay.
But Palou was just by himself driving, no one in his way. It's unreal what this guy's doing. He's driver of the year. I mean, Piastri has 6 wins.
Okay.
Right? This guy's the next 3, say he wins 2, he's at 10.
Yeah, I think you would obviously give it if there was the greatest driver of 2025, it's got to go to Palou. Because this hasn't been done in Indy. It happens in F1 more regularly where there's one guy that dominates.
But Indy's it's supposed to be.
Yeah, you race to race, you don't really know.
And I think he's won 2 championships already, or maybe 3, and this will be his 4th. Like this guy's unbelievable. Wow. Like just watch it. And then quickly on NASCAR, Bubba Wallace wins. I think it was 100 races since he's won. There's 5 minutes left in the race. He's leading. everybody's like, this is going to be awesome. Caution because of rain.
Yeah.
5 more minutes. So then at that time, you're like, holy crap, what are they going to do? Are they going to have to pit to fuel? So overtime rules in NASCAR, it's 3 laps. Mm-hmm. Okay. So the first overtime starts and there's a wreckage. Again, they have to keep circling, wait for overtime to clean the wreckage up. But then Bubba Wallace's team comes on. He's like, oh, we don't think we're going to have fuel to finish. He's like, so should we pit? So him and William Byram, who was third at the time, they both had the same issue. And then I thought both teams went with the right strategy because they said, screw it.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to go. And Bubba Wallace was able to finish it. It was emotional. It was great. And seeing all the drivers congratulate him, like, everybody loves that guy. Oh. And he struggled so much. And it was great to see. And then William Byron finished 16th because he ran out of gas, but he was able to cross. But he would have finished lower if he would have pitted.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So it was I even watched Formula E on Saturday morning. It was on.
Really?
It's like,
I sometimes have it on. The sound of those cars is crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah. And I love how they go by one part of the track and they get like an energy boost.
Yeah.
You have like 4 minutes to use it. Yeah.
It recharges the battery, which is crazy.
And it's huge, man. Like the amount of celebrities that are out there for those races, and their season's over.
Is it over now?
Yeah, it ended this weekend.
Yeah, it starts earlier though. Usually.
Yeah, it's weird because they start in December, I think. Yeah. But then they don't race. They race like once a month sometimes. Yeah, it's not a lot of races, but it was entertaining, man. I've definitely become a race guy, but it's crazy because I watched NASCAR live and then I recorded Indy and stayed off Twitter, so I didn't know who the winner was. I know. But by the 35th
that
lap,
was the hardest thing for me on the weekend because I was coaching and I was like, don't tell me. But then you can see screens with F1 on. I'm like, I'm walking away.
So I might even get into Formula E. It's great. The only thing is it's hard to get those races here, right? You have to have like pay for TSM Plus or something.
Not if you have F1 TV. You can go watch it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And then they're like at 2 a.m. sometimes. I'm like, I'm not watching that crap. So no, I shouldn't call it crap. I actually enjoyed it, and because there's a documentary on Prime, Drive to Survive for Formula E.
Oh, no
That's why I started watching it a bit, because I started to get some of the characters. Okay. Hey, that was a fun first hour. Big shout out to Gage for hooking us up with Tyrell Spitzer. He's a VP of Programming and Sports Property at Silent Night. He says he also chimes in about the in the inbox. Tyrell says, Gage, can't wait to hear about Grand Budapest Hotel.
I fell asleep, Tyrell. It was good though, and my partner Hernan's watched it. Tommy says it's great. So you were right. You were right. I found myself chuckling watching the first half of it, but I'll finish it out the rest off today.
It's great. Hey, in the afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. Hit up the Tap 25 restaurant where the entire menu is 50% off. Available 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. Okay, coming up in hour 2, we're going to have Inside the Numbers for Play Alberta. We're going to have Who Dis number 4, and we're going to do Faces of the Franchise as well and continue to talk Elks, CFL, and go around the world of sports. That's all coming up here on EST Afternoons on Edmonton Sports Talk.
The Lock Shop.
First place, Toronto Blue Jays. Not in the East, not in the American League, in all of Major League Baseball, Huss. I honestly can't believe we're saying it. Like, the last time this happened was 93. At any point, did we think that this team, after years of where, here come Vladdy and Bo, like they were World Series favorites or top 3 for a couple of years. And now they're looking like the team that we thought they'd be 3-4 years ago. And I don't know what to make
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Alberta's biggest sprint car race is back and bigger than ever. The Alberta Extreme Sprints are set to unleash their power at RAD Torque Raceway for the Extreme Cup August 1st and 2nd. See the best sprint car drivers in the province battle it out for the richest purse of the season, as well as 600 sprints, hobby stocks, mini stocks, late models, and Alberta Outlaw Modifieds. The Extreme Cup, where speed meets chaos. August 1st and 2nd at RAD Torque Raceway, just west of Highway 2 on Highway 19 at the Edmonton International Airport. Tickets and info at radraceway.com.
Win a trip to Osheaga with the Banquet in Aperol. We're sending one lucky guest to Montreal with flights, hotel, and 2 tickets to one of Canada's hottest music festivals. Enter by July 26. Details in store or on the Banquet app. Get real. Play hard.
You know Dawn. Everyone knows Dawn. Dawn from
Frontier Cartage. That's right, it's me, Dawn from Frontier Cartage, where we're setting the standard for cartage service in Edmonton and beyond, offering city cartage, Alberta highway, short haul deck, and more. My team and I are bringing our years of industry experience and expertise to every mile.
Join Dawn and her boys in a new chapter in transportation excellence, dedicated to exceptional service. Call Dawn at Frontier Cartage, 587-222-5826.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
According to multiple sources, the Broncos and Courtland Sutton have agreed to a 4-year, $92 million contract extension, which locks him up through the 2030 season when he's 35 years old. From Florida, Baker Mayfield's contract with the Buccaneers has been reworked, seeing him get a guaranteed amount of $30 million for 2026. Out east, it's Toronto visiting Baltimore to open up a 4-game series. Chris Bassett gets the ball for the Jays' first pitch just after 4:30. And Toronto is first in the AL East and also in the MLB. But in the East, they're up 5.5 games over the Yankees, who sit second place. And New York is in action. They battle the Rays. Well, the Tigers and D-backs go toe-to-toe before the Nationals face the Astros. And Detroit made a move acquiring Minnesota veteran starter Chris Paddock, according to multiple sources. Closer to home, it's the Cactus Rats facing off against the Bombers out in Brooks. They have the first of 2 games in their series. First pitch just after 5 o'clock. On the court, it's the Storm. On the road in Connecticut, while the Liberty tip-off against the Wings. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. The second hour of EST Afternoon starts right now.
Welcome back to EST Afternoons, Hour 2 here on Edmonton Sports Talk. We're live from Boston Pizza, Westgate. Tony's not here.
No
one said Bouchard 3 times yet. I know Pierre on that. But big shout out to BP's Westgate for letting us hang out here as it's moving day at EST.
What a pizza I had today.
Oh,
how good was that?
That was good. My wings were fantastic.
Your wings.
Yeah.
But don't call them wings. I don't know.
Boneless wings.
Nuggets.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, they're absolutely fantastic. Jay and Reader here. They'll be on from 3 to 6. And then tomorrow we're all live from the new studios.
Wow.
It's going to be amazing.
Hope I can find it.
You can't miss it, bro. You can't miss it. Hey, hit us up on the River Korean Bucks, 780-218-9999. Slam that thumbs up for us and hit us up on the Nasty Chat. Mex Bezuzu says, of all the Wes Anderson movies, Grand Budapest Hotel may be the most Wes Anderson-y.
Oh, really?
That's great. Yeah. It's a really good movie. It's fun. You didn't fall asleep because you were bored. You were just tired.
I was exhausted, man. Yeah, like you can probably hear it a bit in my voice. Like it's not as bad as in years past.
Yeah.
My voice is gone.
Yeah.
And like Kelly and I were laughing yesterday because we had such big headaches.
Yeah.
From yelling for a weekend.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And not yelling. We're just yelling encouragement to these kids, which is
that's crazy. Coop, do we have who dis ready? You can jump on the mic, my friend. We say hi to you as well.
Hello.
Okay. How are you down there? You're all by yourself.
Oh.
Nothing's left. Okay. Here's who this number 4.
Okay.
You got to text it in. 780-218-9999. And we're going to change it up because it's always kind of the same guys coming in hot. So we're going to take the first 5, put them into a generator, and we're going to let the computer pick the winner, whoever has the correct answer. So Coop, Coop, come on in. Hello?
It's probably
What? Can you hear me?
getting some food. I can hear you now.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Good. I was worried for a second. No, yeah, I got it here. I thought you guys, you guys were just ignoring me like you were watching the Grand Budapest Hotel.
Hey, no, Koo, how you doing down there? I know you're all by your lonesome. There's nothing in that building except for you and that desk.
No, actually, William Huff is by. They're taking down. Yeah, they're taking down the stuff from the walls, all the wrap.
I see.
Yes.
I see. Okay, good stuff, Coop. Good stuff. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to put it up. You got to text in, okay? Text in. We'll take the first 5, put them into a generator, and they'll pop out our winner. And this is what we're going to do, okay? Here we go, Coop. You can place it. I'm going to repeat it a bunch of times for the people just listening because we had some complaints on Friday that I didn't say it enough. So if Coop can put that up for us, that'd be great. So here we go. Coyotes to the Islanders, to Edmonton, to Boston, to the Rangers, to Vancouver. Okay? Once again for our audio listeners. Coyotes to the Islanders, to the Oilers, to Boston, to the Rangers, and to the Canucks. First 5, we'll go into a draw here. Let us know. This is who dis number 4. Gage, you have any idea?
I had an inkling there for a sec, but it faded quickly. So Coyotes, Islanders, Edmonton, Boston. No, Edmonton, New York, Rangers, Bruins, Canucks.
Yeah.
Who is that?
You know it. So we'll let a lot of people text in, and then we'll give out the answer. We also have faces of the franchise coming up right away here. As I like what Dusty's doing with the top whipping boys of the Edmonton Oilers.
It's so funny. These summer,
they're
not
great.
drafts, but they're rankings and the different categories that we use is quite humorous. I mean, the whipping boy, I think it was Bouchard that was leading after.
Oh, yeah.
So Tommy and Dusty, it was one of them, came out with a good point. Do you think that, I mean, everyone talked about Bouchard getting this big, huge pay raise is going to make, like, the microscope is going to become the Hubble telescope now that he's under, basically, right? But because of the way he can contribute offensively, do you think that kind of judgment subsides a little bit? Just that if Bouchard has the year that we all thought he would last year, and had that, like, I think we put the plus minus at 80.5, right, of points during the regular season. If he gets over 80 points this year, do you think fans will be less likely to harp on like every little mistake with Bouchard because they know what he's capable of doing offensively, and you see it too?
That's a good question, because this year the points weren't coming as much as they did the year prior, right? And then his defensive play was really bad. But in the playoffs, Joaquin, like after the first 3 games against LA, no one talked about him until the final because he was good.
I mean, he made that huge play on to keep the puck in on Byfield. And I don't think, I mean, we talked about it, but I don't think he gets enough credit for that.
Yeah.
Almost, right? He literally single-handedly ended that series for the Kings. Like, he was the biggest factor in that series, I think, anyway.
Max Mizuzu says, did Gager ever feel pressure from fans media when he played here?
That's a good question. Actually, and it's a funny story. When I was younger, nothing bothered me. Like, I was oblivious. I think that was a little bit of being young and naivete. And
there was no social media.
And no, there wasn't as much.
Yeah.
Right? But there was still the papers. It's all what you're used to, I guess, right? But when I came back in 2001, I felt way more pressure to perform. Just knowing the magnitude of it all.
Yeah.
Maybe that was because I basically got kicked out of the NHL and I worked my butt off for 4 years to get a chance to get back, and I got back again, right? So I knew what it took to get there. it's one thing to get there, is another thing to stay.
Yeah.
But it was I think I was just more aware, and that came with age, of what every day meant a little bit more, every performance, every practice. So I kind of missed being the young kid that stuff didn't bother
you.
And then when I was older, it was way more prevalent. But
which media member did you hate the most? No, I'm just kidding. Don't answer.
I'll tell you. You already know anyway.
I know. Oh, but it is a lot of pressure. And listen, the more money you make in Edmonton, the more is expected of you. Now, Bouchard got paid a lot of money because he's brilliant offensively. He puts up points, and offensive players get paid more.
Yeah.
So now, he needs to improve defensively, and he said it in his year-end presser, like, I have to be better, or when he signed the contract, like, and I know that, and it's all that. So we'll see what happens with him, but I anticipate that some of the rough games he has, Joaquin, the fans will be all over him.
Oh, yeah.
You saw it with Nurse. Do people kind of chill out on Nurse now? I don't know. We'll see.
I don't think
we'll
so.
see. But those two defensemen,
Bush is 25 too. Like
he's young.
His best years are still ahead of him.
Yeah,
too.
He's so young, and it's. Listen, and I get frustrated as well with him. I do. It's. I think we all do when when you see the lapses in the defensive zone, and it's very. And it's just the way he is. He has not a lot of emotion, right? He's very chill. He's very calm. And sometimes that pisses fans off. And I understand it, but you can't change the way a person is. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why I bring up when I was younger too, right? So maybe that's just the way things are. Maybe I'm not going to compare myself to Evan Bouchard by any stretch of the imagination, but maybe just he doesn't. It's good to be young because it doesn't affect him, right?
Yeah.
Because it seems like he's pretty level-headed with all of this, right?
Yeah.
You never really get from him, regardless of playing well or playing poorly in his interviews. He's a. I don't mind his interviews because they're always the same.
Yeah.
I could use a little bit more
emotion. Yeah.
But I think that's just him.
Yeah.
There's a great. Because I think Leon's kind of the rah guy, and he was calling everyone by their kind of nicknames. He was calling like Bush Schnitzel. Like I don't know why or where that comes from, but Bush seemed a little bit perturbed with him calling him Bush Schnitzel, and he walked past him, and then Leon gave it a ooh. So I don't know. That's a cool little relationship there.
On this day in 2021, Oiler fans, do you know what happened?
2020?
2021 on this day.
2021 on this day.
Come on, someone's got to get it. Very easy.
Easy?
Yeah.
I don't know. 2021. COVID ended? What?
No, regarding the Oilers.
Oh,
yeah.
COVID ended? I don't know.
No one's got it. I'll just say it. The Edmonton Oilers signed Zachary Martin Hyman.
Oh, did they?
To a 7-year deal worth $38.5. And I'll be honest, Joaquin, when I saw this deal, I did not like it.
Really?
Because I looked at his points and I said he never had more than 40 points. I'll be honest, and I'll own it. I was dead wrong. Because this guy's been everything. Probably even more than what we expected. This guy's been awesome. But yeah, on this day, the Oilers, this might go down as one of the best free agent signings of all time.
Oh,
at least for Edmonton.
He's it's there with Ekholm at least, right?
That's a good. Which one's no? But Ekholm was a trade.
Oh, it was a trade.
Yeah,
that's right.
So who would match?
Signing, free agent signing.
A free agent signing, because the Oilers have had a lot of bad ones.
Yeah.
Well, we can just call it transaction because the Ekholm one was huge.
That was huge, but it was like a trade. So let's try to. Where was a good big free agency signing for the Edmonton Oilers? I really can't. Yeah, I can't really think of one that. I mean, there's been good ones I think that have filled bottom six. Does Calvin Pickard go into a good free agency signing? I think it does.
It does, because what he's done in the playoffs.
I think that's a good one.
Like, this guy's come in, he put up 54 points. Then he scored 36 and 83 points. Then he hit 54 goals. And then last year, he did suffer some injuries, of course, 44 points. Like, this guy's been... And before that, Joaquin, his highest was 41 points.
Wow. Yeah, but he was misused in Toronto, too.
You think he was?
I never understood it, because that was back in... I kind of remember watching a lot of Hyman in the Babcock days. And it always seemed like when Marner and Matthews weren't going, he would throw Hyman up with them, and all of a sudden there was a ton of success because they had a dog on a bone that would do everything.
Yeah.
And I remember they played like back-to-back nights, and then the next night I saw Hyman back down in the bottom six. I'm like, what? Why? There was so much success, and I think they almost came back. I don't think they won that particular game.
Yeah.
But Zach Hyman was far and away the best player on both teams. The way he was out battling guys, getting scoring chances, making plays to get the puck to Matthews and Marner. I was just like, I was blown away. And then in the interviews afterwards, Babcock said he wishes he had a team full of Zach Hymans. Right? It was.
Yeah, like it's crazy that there's only 4 years left on his deal.
I know.
Or 3.
How old, 33?
Yeah.
He's getting up there.
Yeah. He still have a couple good years.
Oh, I think so. And he's the type of guy that transitions great to your bottom six.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right? He's the perfect guy. JB says Brett Kulak is up there with the best Oilers trade deadline acquisitions. Yeah, he was really good. Yeah. But I think Zach Hyman would lead the way. Like, this guy's just been an amazing Edmonton Oiler. He's done so much for the team, and you saw how much they missed him in the final. Like, so it is crazy.
We're ranking these Hyman, Kulak, and Pickard over the last 5 years.
Is Kane a good pickup?
Oh, he was a free agent signing too.
Perry?
Was Perry? Oh, he was
too.
Oh gosh, now you're. I think it would have to go because Perry was a big contributor this year.
Yeah,
and last year. Maybe it's Hyman, Perry, Kane.
Because say what you want about Kane, but when he played, he made a difference.
Yeah, maybe Kane not as much. He didn't play one year.
Yeah.
So. Anyway.
All right, so we're celebrating Zach Hyman Day. 2021 on this day, Zach Hyman signed a big deal with the Edmonton Oilers. Be honest. How did you feel about it? Were you Team Hernan where you're like, ooh, I don't know. I just, you know why I thought? I thought it was going to go kind of the way Connor Brown signing.
Oh.
I wasn't a fan of that signing either, but like I said, I was completely wrong. We have a lot of correct answers for our Who Dis number 4. The top 5 will go into a nice little, what do we call it again? A raffle, not a raffle.
An AI generated.
An AI generator, and one of you will join Max Pazuzu, Hersey, and Aiden O'Neill with 2 points in the standings. A lot of correct answers. So if you made it in the top 5, we'll let you know, and we'll do that in the final segment. Coming up next, it's Faces of the Franchise. Number 3, we did St. Louis, Joaquin. We did Pronger, Jordan Biddington, Bernie Federko, Brett Hall. Do you think that's okay?
Isn't there? Oh no, St. Louis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Scott Stevens.
No, more of a devil.
More of a devil. Al McInnes.
Yeah, he was in the conversation.
Was he?
Kachuk was.
Kachuk.
Yeah.
You say Oates?
No.
I guess you got to look more like I'm looking to old guys.
Yeah.
I don't look too much to that cup-winning team, which you probably should.
Because I asked Reed, I said, do you think Jordan Big? He goes, absolutely, because he won their cup.
Oh, yeah. He's on there for sure.
Yeah. And then Bernie Federko, leader in games, leader in points. Brett Hall is a St. Louis Blue.
Yeah.
And then Chris Pronger won a Norris.
Yeah.
Right.
What's the centerman from Nashville's name?
O'Reilly.
Does he go in there? Won the Conn Smythe.
He was a part of it, but we couldn't put him in ahead of the 4 guys we thought. So Okay, so we're gonna pick we're gonna pick another team, and we want you to join in as well on the fun. Stand that thumbs up, hit us up on the nasty chat, and on the River Cree inbox 780-218-9999. Of course, the afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. Check out their kitchen restaurant Sundays and Mondays. It's 50% off the entire menu from 5 p.m. to closing time. We're back with Faces of the Franchise next here on EST Afternoons.
The best team in baseball, the Jays, take on the Orioles for the first of 4 games. Toronto finding 3 of 4 wins against the Tigers in their most recent set, while Baltimore took 2 of 3 against the Rockies. And the Jays named Chris Bassett the starter. First pitch at 4:35. Elsewhere, the Cubs and Brewers play St. Louis hosting Miami before the Red Sox take on the Twins. And closer to home, it's Energy City visiting Brooks to face the Bombers for the first of 2 games. Action gets going for their opener at 5:05. From Detroit, the Tigers have traded for Twins veteran pitcher Chris Paddock and Dobak in exchange for Henry Jimenez. NFL news, Broncos paying Courtland Sutton. They've agreed to a $92 million contract extension over 4 seasons. He's locked up through 2030. Sutton with nearly 1,100 yards, good for 8 touchdowns last season. And the Bucs have reworked Baker Mayfield's contract. He'll now get a guaranteed amount of $30 million in 2026, previously having no guaranteed amount in his previous contract. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and surrounding areas since 1993. They have doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, they have plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff today at Windsor Plywood Leduc. The show rolls on once we get back from break. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne.
A priority for Larry Thompson as the owner of the Elks should be to build a 30 to 35,000 seat stadium.
100% selling. Commonwealth Stadium has its purpose. I'm still holding out hope that, the lower deck can be mostly full and the upper deck can be half full when this team turns it around to where it was when I remember growing up and working the 50-50 with the Wildcats.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne, weekday afternoon 3 to 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Tonight on Will It Store? 1 man, 6 bikes, and all the winter decorations still boxed up in the garage. Don't be that guy. Make space for summer with Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Don't miss award-winning platinum country artist Jake Owen at the River Cree Resort and Casino, August 15th. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
Everyone knows when you need a truck now, you call Dawn.
That's right. You call us, Frontier Cartage, when you need driver coverage or have a truck that's down.
You call Dawn from Frontier Cartage.
When you've got way more freight to move than you thought.
You call Dawn from Frontier Cartage.
When you need a truck that's available and ready to start anytime you need.
You call Dawn at Frontier Cartage, 587-222-5826. 587-222-5826.
Welcome back to EST Afternoons here, live from Boston Pizza, Westgate. We're hanging out as it is moving day for I was going to say the Edmonton Oilers, but for EST, it's not yet that.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
Yeah. I think I just boosted your mic there, my friend.
Did you?
So can you feel the difference? I can in my headphones,
Can you?
at least. Yeah, you're a little bit louder for sure.
A little more sultry.
Little more sultry for sure. I want to show you this first. Did you see Luka Doncic?
No.
Let me show you this. So this is him in the Men's Health magazine.
Really?
Looking like a beast.
Wow.
He's dropped about 20 pounds.
That's what moving to LA will do.
Oh, man. When you got to carry guys like LeBron, that's what happens, right? So some people were pointing it out if we saw it, and we definitely saw it for sure. He might get tested. Oh, I kid. All right, let's get to Faces of the Franchise. Gator can see my randomizer.
Yeah.
And here we go. Today's team will be...
Oh. So what are we doing here? Are we going full, or do we wait? And is Dallas considered the Minnesota North Stars?
Oh, good. Let's just go the Wild.
Just Wild.
Yeah. Okay, so I think obviously the Thrill makes it.
Grill?
He's going to go down as their all-time leading scorer.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that fair?
I think so.
It sounds like he's getting a huge deal. Probably more money than Draisaitl, according to some insiders. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, he is their best player.
Oh yeah, by far. Yeah.
Okay. Kirill, for sure.
Yeah, Kirill. Who's the Czech guy? Gaborik.
Yeah, he's a legend.
He's got to go on there.
He's a Minnesota Wild legend.
He led that team, man.
Mikko Koivu, leader in games, leader in points.
Mikko's good. I'm trying to think back to when they first came in. Who was kind of their big...
The big dog?
Yeah. And they never really did have a big dog, did they? I mean, there was the big Parise signing. Or no.
Suter and Parise,
yeah. And other than that, man, I really... do you throw Noodles? Does Noodles get a nod?
Manny Fernandez?
Manny Fernandez. I mean, Jared Spurgeon's been there forever. And he's their captain.
That's a good one, actually. Let me look at his games played.
He might be way up there.
Jared Spurgeon. Second in games behind Mikko Koivu.
I think he might have to put Spurge on there.
Is it too soon to put Kirill Kaprizov in there?
I think you're looking at the big picture here.
Yeah.
And he would he's going to be on there eventually, right? Yeah. He's going to sign him 8 year. He's going to get the max, I'm pretty sure. And he'll be their best player for a lot of years, or considered to be. I mean, him and Gaborik, I guess, that's the only guy you can really compare him to.
Yeah.
And I remember when Gaborik was young, when I watched him play, it was kind of like watching Bure play with his speed.
And they played, are you talking about Gaborik?
Yeah.
And they played such a boring style.
Awful.
They couldn't unleash his real talent,
it was
right?
Terrible.
Because he was playing for Jacques Lemaire.
Yeah. And they beat the Canucks, I believe, in the first round, and they just didn't have an answer for Gaborik because they played so defensively. Yeah. And then they'd turn the puck over, but then Gaborik would blow by everyone and score. Like he was phenomenal.
Reed Wilkins comes in. He says Mikko Koivu, Zach Parise, Kaprizov, Nick Backstrom. That's a good one.
Ooh, Backstrom.
The only one with Reed at Parise, like, does he like? I prefer Gaborik over Parise.
Yeah, me too. Because I heard Parise is really cheap.
I mean, Gaborik, Parise did play more games, and he's only 37 points back of him for points as a Wild.
But, so when did they sign that deal? Was that after the 2010 Olympics?
It was around there, yeah.
It was around that time where those guys were on Team USA. Parise was, I mean, to tell you the truth, when you say Zach Parise, I think more Devils that he's associated with.
Me too.
Right?
Yeah.
So, and when I think of Gaborik, although he won in LA there, I still see him as a Minnesota Wild.
Max Bazzuzu says Spurgeon, Koivu, Gaborik, Backstrom, the goalie. Bronco Nick says Koivu, Gaborik, Brodin, Backstrom.
Oh, Brodin, he's been there for a while too, eh?
Yeah.
That's a good one. I think you got to go Koivu too.
He's their leader in a lot of things. Right?
Yeah. Koivu, Gaborik, Krill.
You want to go? Do you want to go the goalie or Spurgeon?
I think you got to go Spurgeon, man. He's been there forever.
Spurgeon's at 933 games with them. Okay, I just want to see Backstrom because that's an interesting one to me.
Well, his career was cut short, but
yeah.
How many games did
Backstrom played? 409 games. He's their all-time leader in wins, games played. 915 career save percentage, which is pretty damn good. 28 shutouts. So
I think he played with Cass when they were there too.
Probably.
Right? So that's who would be a good guy to talk to about this. A guy that's.
Do me a favor tomorrow on.
I will. I'll ask.
Tomorrow on Two Guys. Ask him.
I will. I'll get to the source here.
Okay, so we're gonna go Kirill the Thrill, Mikko Koivu, Marian Gaborik, and then it's down to Spurgeon or Backstrom.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it goes Spurgeon. I know Cass will go Spurgeon.
Yeah.
Ooh, no, I don't know. He played with both.
Zach
or Cass, if you're listening.
And he played with Gaborik too. Yeah, Gaborik's second in career points for the Minnesota Wild. Like Kirill's already fifth on the list. Like he's gonna pass Parise and Gaborik this year.
Could you see either Boldy or Eriksson Ek moving into that discussion closer to the end of their careers?
Oh, that's a good question. Boldy's at 244. Like if he can play, if he can have a long career for sure. And who's the other one you said? Eriksson Ek. He's just always hurt, right? Like
I know.
Well, he's up. He's almost at 300 points. So Eriksson Ek in 2 years is going to be higher. He's going to be into the top 5 probably.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, both those guys have a boatload of success against the Oilers for some reason.
This whole team does. This whole team does. No, but I think if we're talking 10 years down the road, is Eriksson Ek and Boldy and the Thrill the top 3 goal scorers for this team?
So Eriksson Ek, Boldy, and you.
Because Mikko Koivu has 709 points. Maybe Kirill might catch that. I don't see the other guys, but everybody's going to catch Gaborik and Spurgeon and Parise, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like Boldy's he needs under 60 points this year and he'll pass Parise.
Didn't Rolston play for the Wild too? Dwayne?
So did Brian Rolston. Remember?
Brian Rolston. Great guy.
All right. So you said, did we decide on Spurgeon or Backstrom? No, we haven't.
No,
right?
we were good. I'm going to go Spurgeon. I think he goes Spurgeon.
Okay.
He's a captain.
He's the second in games. He's going to hit 1,000 games with them.
If he's good.
If he's healthy.
Yeah.
Okay. So we went Kaprizov, Gaborik, Koivu, and Spurgeon.
Yeah.
Are you happy with that?
I am very pleased.
Okay. Keep those coming in to the Nasty Chat and the River Cree inbox as well. 780-218-9999. Derek Bugard, the Boogeyman, wasn't a great player, but was so important to that franchise from Spalding Gord. Yeah, he was a big boy, man. No one messed around with him, that's for sure.
There was definite fear in the other pugilists on the opposing side when you'd go in and play Minnesota.
Hey, and just some side notes here. Steve Stale's birthday today.
Oh, wow.
Former Oilers, Alex Stalock.
Oh, goalie.
Yeah. Did he play here or was he just here?
He was here for like a couple of days.
Yeah. And
did he not play a couple of games? I thought he saw a couple games.
Yeah.
At least preseason.
Yeah,
I know he played
right.
preseason, but he ended up getting sick, did he not?
Yeah, he got like a weird sickness.
But he won with Florida. He's got a cup, right? Their first cup?
No. Did he? Well, I can just look him up.
He has no Stanley Cups, no.
No,
he definitely played with the Wild.
Who was their backup 2 years ago with the Florida?
Spencer Knight.
Stolars.
That's
Stolars. Spencer Knight.
Okay.
Stolars
was here too, wasn't he?
Yeah, we for Cam Talbot. Do you remember that, Terry?
Yeah.
But Stolarz wasn't Stolarz yet. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, and people are like, how did the Oilers let him go? Well, because he wasn't known. And former Oiler Lori Korpikoski's birthday today. He played 1 year with the Oilers. In 2015-16, he had 22 points in 71 games. Good old Laurie. You remember that?
Oh, Laurie.
Those were the tough days, man.
Those were tough days. I don't even remember that guy. Dusty must have been talking about him.
Oh, man. That's too funny, man. Let's see what else here. On this day, 26 years ago, Joaquin, the Canucks signed Daniel and Henrik Sedin to their first NHL contracts.
Man.
And not only that, 28 years ago on this day, the Canucks signed Mark Messier to a 3-year, $18 million deal.
Oh, the Canucks, yeah.
Good old Canuckleheads, eh?
That experiment worked.
It didn't work.
No, I know.
No, it was terrible.
It's terrible.
Didn't they bring in Sundin at one point? Yeah. Oh,
that
boy.
one really wasn't right.
That one really didn't work out for them. All right, keep the thumbs up coming. Hit us up on the River Korean box, 780-218-9999. And on the Nasty Chat coming up next, we'll close it out here. We'll pick our winner for Who Dis number 4. We got our top 5. And then we're going to put them into an AI generator. And whoever's name they spit out gets 2 points for the Who Dis season standings at the end of August. Joaquin and I, for the winner, you will receive a nice little gift. It's summer, baby. This week is supposed to be beautiful, so get out there and enjoy some sun. But not always have EST on.
Oh yeah, just
always.
Get the big Princess Leia's on and listen.
All right, we're back after the break. First up, here's our guy Coob with your sports update.
The Jays open up a 4-game series with the Orioles just after 4:30. Toronto taking 3 of 4 games against the Tigers in their most recent set. Toronto leading the league up 5.5 games over the second-place Yankees in the AL East as well. It's Chris Bassett for Toronto taking the mound, first pitch just after 4:30. Elsewhere, the New York battles Tampa. Dodgers meet the Reds while the Braves and Royals go toe-to-toe. Tigers also making a move, shipping Enrique Jimenez to the Twins for Chris Paddock and Randy Dobnak. From Bronx, it's Energy City playing the first of 2 games with the Bombers. First pitch at 5:05 in the NFL. Cortland Sutton and the Broncos have reached a 4-year extension, an agreement to a 4-year extension worth a total of $92 million. He's played his entire career in Denver. He's locked up through 2030. While in Tampa, the Buccaneers reworked Baker Mayfield's contract to give him $30 million guaranteed for 2026. His previous contract had no guaranteed amount for that season. On the court, there's 2 WNBA games. Storm tipping off with the Sun in Connecticut before Dallas plays host to New York. The final segment of EST Afternoons brings us back on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you in the loop.
Avocado and feta dip, passion fruit cheesecake, and cocktails that taste like summer in a glass. Try the new feature menu at The Banquet. Refreshing, craveable, and made for sunny days. The Banquet. Get real. Play hard.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Summer in Edmonton means 3 things: warm weather, long nights, and plenty of sports. From the lake to the links, you can boost your summer fun with hundreds of casino games, live betting on your favorite sports teams, and access to popular lotteries. All in one app, anywhere in the province. Download the Play Alberta app today and deposit $20 or more with promo code YAG50 to claim a $50 free bet. That's promo code YAG50 for a $50 free bet on us. Redeemable once per Play Alberta account. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Don't miss award-winning platinum country artist Jake Owen at the River Cree Resort and Casino, August 15th. your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
Hey, welcome back to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk. We're coming to you live from Boston Pizza, Westgate. It's been fun. Just talking to Reed. He apologized because he forgot Marion Gabber.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So I think he agreed with us with the Spurgeon selection.
Yeah, he's a hell of a player, man.
Unreal player.
Okay.
Not a big guy, too. I met him at the airport. It was funny because he goes, can I pet your dog? And I go, well, no, it was his wife.
Okay.
And I go, yeah, sure. And she had Minnesota Wild hockey bags.
Okay.
And then Jared comes around the corner, and I know who he is just because I'm a psychopath. I know everybody. But I felt like I knew him just because Cass would always talk to him. And I go, hey, Jared. And he looked at me like I had three heads. He goes, how do you know my name? And I saw the look, oh my God, is this a crazy fan? And I go, no, I'm friends with Cass. But no, he was a great guy. And they loved Boone.
Nice. Everybody loves Boone.
It's hard not to.
Okay, so it's our fourth Who Dis, okay? And we the top five that came in, the first top five that came in, a lot of people had the correct answer, but you got to be in the top five. Big Uke, Mex Bezuzu, Oil Gill, El Presidente, and T. Kirk are the five that came in, the first five that came in with the correct answer. Again, it was Coyotes to the Islanders, to the Oilers, to Boston, to the Rangers, and to the good old knuckleheads. I just told Gage in the break who it was, and he was very upset he didn't get it. You know him.
Well, I don't know him, but I know. I thought it was a different person.
All right. And the correct answer is Brad Isbister.
From the factory.
We're going to, as I have a wheel here, right, on my computer. I have the five
I can
names.
verify this.
You verify this. We're going to give it a spin, and then we'll see our winner, okay?
Find this stuff.
Here we go.
All right, we're coming around.
Spinning.
It's looking like, it's El Presidente.
No!
El Presidente. You'd be so upset if you would have saw this. It just got past your name.
It was so close, but the winner is Oil Gill for sending in Brad Isbister. He was one of the first five, and El Presidente got robbed.
Oh, man.
Robbed.
That reminded me of yesterday, that game against Bucky's team. So close. Still didn't win.
But we'll continue to do these every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so you have another chance to win. But Oil Gill joins Max Bezuzu, Aiden O'Neill, and Hersey with 2 points. We'll do another one on Wednesday. And if you missed it, our Faces of the Franchise team today was the Minnesota Wild, and our team is Kirill the Thrill, Marion Gaborik, who won a cup with LA.
Yeah.
And Jared Spurgeon, who's second in games played. He might surpass Mikko Koivu. He can stay healthy. And then Mikko Koivu.
That, just speaking of that Gaborik acquisition by the Kings, you look back at trade deadline acquisitions, like that's got to go down to one of the best. Yeah. Mostly because the Kings win, right? Like, how many times do you see teams load up and you're like, oh my God, how are they ever going to lose? And they're out in the first round, right? It's a perfect fit for that team because they needed a little bit more scoring.
Yeah,
because they were just big, fast, and bruising. But that was one of my favorite NHL teams that year. That Kings team.
Yeah, you do. I remember an old Two Guys episode, and you picked those as one of your favorite teams to watch.
Yeah,
that's great. So it's Oil Gill, not Oil Gill. Well, whoever put your name into our inbox put Oil Gill.
Oh, Oil Gill.
So sorry about that. I'll change it. Sure.
No, don't.
All right. I remember Brad Isbister trade to Edmonton. Young Hernan was so happy.
Really?
Oh, man. I used to get happy with every trade, Gager. I was one of those guys.
Oh.
Yeah. But what can you do? He didn't have a really good year here. I think he only stayed the 1 year, didn't he?
Do you see the Oilers trading anyone before the start of the season?
No. Who? They all have no moves.
I know, but maybe someone. There's
still talk about goaltender. I just don't see it.
No.
Because, I mean, for me, Calvin Pickard's one of the best backups in the league.
Yeah.
Why are you going to go away from him? And then Joaquin, when a team is so strapped due to the salary cap and the cap is going to go up, another year at 3.6 for both your goalies and a new goalie coach, and you're hoping Stuart Skinner can take that next step.
Yeah.
Like, for me, it's just one of those things where it's like, why? To make a trade just for the sake of making one. Like, the Oilers are way beyond that. Like, they can't be doing that. So, listen, I know people hate the goaltending.
Well, man, people were talking, obviously, about now that the results or the verdict came in of Carter Hart, but I heard that there was a big movement from the season ticket holder base that actually were maybe contacted or they talked to these our fans. I think wrote in and said that there's a good possibility that they would cancel their season tickets if that move was made. So for those of you thinking that that's a possibility, I would bet against that for sure.
And still so much that the NHL's got to chime in here. They got to decide what they want to do.
Yeah.
It's still going to be a very long process. And I think the Oilers are just going to stay away from it.
I think so too.
Yeah, it's just. And listen, was it Tommy and Dusty talking on the All Stream today? We forget that Stuart Skinner's entering his fourth full year.
Oh yeah,
he's only 26 years old. Like, we're not talking about a 31-year-old goaltender that can't figure it out.
No, and I still who was it? I was listening to too. I really have an idea. Like I've said this there's only a few goalies that usually come into their own in their early 20s. I'm a firm believer you're not at your best until you're in that 28 to 31 range as a goalie. You're really starting to figure things out. And it's a combination of maturation of your body, obviously the experience that you gather from playing against essentially the same guys all the time. Like, we always talk about reading players and watching their tendencies and stuff. You got, like, when you look at the progression of a goaltender, you play in a league, and you play against certain players, and then you move to the next division. So, and there's players that change, like 2 years. Maybe you go to junior and you play, 3-4 years there, and then you change again. So now Stuart Skinner's been playing against a lot of the same players. Like, the top players don't change that much. So your book of reference becomes so much bigger. Oh, this guy shot on me here. Trust me, you always remember where guys score on you when you look back. So you take all these notes down, and now you've got a really good foundational base of knowledge of tendencies of different shooters and things like that. So and I think that's not the only reason, but I think that's one of the reasons why you see goalies really come into their own once they've got 7, 8, 9 years of experience at one level, just because there's not a ton of turnover in the NHL with the top guys, at least.
No. Yeah, it's like Stuart Skinner's big thing is you got to make the big saves. And that's why Vasilevsky is who he is, Bob, because they make the tough saves.
And they make the ones they're supposed to.
Yes. And I think that's where Skinner struggles mightily, because I think in the playoffs I saw analytically that a lot of the grade A scoring chances, the slot shots, he wouldn't stop.
No, I know.
Yeah. And where Pickard was making those saves. So that's where he has to improve. And again, like, you want to move on from him, and then you have the same problem you did with Devin Dubnyk, then you're searching for a goaltender for another 5 years. Like, seriously, like, no. And this guy's gone to 2 finals. There is value in that. The mental side of it.
Didn't they signed the young Swedish kid and a Finnish kid as well that might be at camp this year?
And they signed that kind of that journeyman guy. I can't Reed had him on the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, an older guy, but he's mostly in the minors. But it's just because you lost Olivier Rodrigue.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't think the Oilers will be busy, Joaquin. I think when September rolls around, those first 2 weeks, we might see a PTO. And I'll be honest, I don't see it in the defensive side because I think they're set. They got their 8 guys.
Well, you know what? You might see a lot of PTOs, but don't get too hot and horny for them.
No,
it's usually they're veteran guys, and they're more so that they meet the exhibition quota for veterans and new players.
Yeah.
Right. So
and because those first 4 preseason games,
that's your PTO guys, right? And they have a chance. They're going to get a chance to, because wasn't it? I thought last year Kajula was quite good.
And he played a few games.
Yeah.
He did early on when they were struggling.
You can just tell that guy's played at the NHL level.
Yeah.
Right?
Like he's not fazed by anything.
No. So, but I think that's the reason he was brought in, right? He checks the quota box.
Yeah.
In that area. So when you see those things, don't always think, oh, they're taking a chance on this guy. It's more so the big dogs. Well, I don't think we'll see Hyman until later on, but Leon and Connor, I don't want them playing one game. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't either. Bronco Nick says PTO Samsonov. There might be a goalie PTO, sure. I just think they're going to start with Skinner and Pickard. I just think it's
makes sense, man. They kind of have to with their cap.
Yeah. So that conversation was brought to you by Play Alberta for Inside the Numbers. Do you see the Oilers making any moves ahead of the start of training camp? I think maybe one, and it's a very minor one. I don't think anything big's coming. I think that they have the guys they want, and if certain players are not working out during training camp, then they'll assess. Same with goaltending. I think if goaltending is bad, they're going to address it at the deadline.
Oh, yeah.
Or they might have to do it before.
Yeah,
who knows? So.
For sure.
Fun show today here live from Boston Pizza Westgate. Reed Wilkins, Jay Milne coming up. They'll take you home right up until 6. Big shout out to Tyrel Spitzer. He's the VP for Programming and Sport Properties at Silent Ice. Gager was able to get him on. Great conversation there. We had the Need for Speed segment for RAD Torque Raceway. Who Dis number 4? The winner was Old Gill, not Oil Gill. And our faces of the franchise today was the Minnesota Wild. Download our shows. Go to Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. Give us a thumbs up. We appreciate you guys listening and watching us. We're back tomorrow with another fun show. Keep it locked on Edmonton Sports Talk. Reed Wilkins, Jay Milne coming up. We love you. Chowders.